Hey there YouTube, this is Mr.Lubufu and I'm here with a bonus episode of Mastering Magic. This week we covered Urza's block, and due to a series of unusual coincidences, I ended up with a full set of Urza's block on Magic Online, from holiday cube drafting and the like. So it turns out that, well, I have about 3 hours left while it is a legal draft format on Magic Online before it disappears. So I'm recording this really a couple or like a month before the Urza's block videos actually come out, but we're going to go ahead and apply our knowledge that we've learned from the Mastering Magic series and see if we can take down this Urza's block 8-4. So I'm going to go ahead and pause until the queue fires, and then we're going to go ahead and hop into the draft. And here we are with pick number 1. Let's take a look at what we have. So green is the best color overall. Right now, we have Fault Line, which is kind of insane. It's probably going to be what I'm gonna pick. But let's go over the rest of the picks. So Branchwood Treefolk is pretty good. Goblin Patrol is not that good. Veiled Serpent is okay. Polluted Mire is fine. Pendril Drake is fine. But Fault Line is by far the most powerful card and effect right here. It's an instant speed Earthquake for red X. And that effect can be very powerful. So I'm just going to take this, add it to my picks, and move on. We kind of want to end up in green because green is the most powerful option, but we'll see what else we have available. Here we have kind of as options Monk Idealist, but not really. Goblin War Buggy is not that good. I personally am a huge fan of Worn Power Stone. It ramps you pretty hard, and if you're in green with giant creatures, it's exactly where you want to be. Cloak of Mists is fine. Dependency is also fine, but I'm just going to take this Worn Power Stone and be quite content with it. It also goes very well with our Fault Line. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we've got Sandbar Serpent's fine. It's a 3/4. What is this? Carpet of Flowers, I know we don't want. We don't want... Let's see, what's this say? 3/2. If you win the flip, return it to its owner's hand. If you lose it, sacrifice it. So it's a 3/2 for 4. Symbiosis is actually ridiculously powerful. It's probably going to be what I'm pick. Vishano Runner is fine. Corrupt is quite good if you're in heavy black. But I'm just going to take the Symbiosis and be super happy with it. Now we just need to get creatures, which isn't that hard to pick up. For example, here we can just pick up a Dromasaur. It's not that impressive. It's not as good as, say, the Spire Owl. Dragon Blood is actually okay. It's not that good. I'm just going to take the Dromasaur, though. Cut the red. Hermetic Study is actually not bad either. It's a pinger, but I'm just going to take the simple creature and be happy with it. Here we have Thundering Giant is fine. Goblin Raider is okay. Goblin Spelunkers is okay. Power Taint isn't that good, right? No, it's not good. Congregate's actually really powerful in this format, which is kind of interesting. I think I'm tempted to just take the Thundering Giant. The Goblin Raider is not as good. It makes our Symbiosis a little bit worse. I'm just going to take the Giant. It's again not the most powerful card. Red is pretty weak in this first pack. I don't see any green though, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I want to follow up with our red. Now we have what? Goblin War Buggy, not really. Goblin Raider, Elvish Herder. I think I'm just gonna take this Vishano Runner. A 3/2 is fine in this format. It's not like the biggest thing. What is this? Fiery Mantle. So it's fire breathing with the Rancor effect. I'm just gonna take the Spelunkers. Cutting red pretty hard here, so that's not a bad thing. We don't have to commit to green, though again, we want to be in green. It is by far the most powerful color, and green-red is actually a pretty decent color pairing. We could get some black cards and everything else, but we have to see what shows up. Right now we're just picking up creatures. We have Fault Line, which is, again, very, 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 very powerful. So let's see. Oh, we have Fire Ants, which is pretty good. Sicken is okay, but Fire Ants deals 1 damage to each other creature without flying. I'm just going to pick this up. It's not bad. It can be a pinger, which is pretty good. Goblin Patrol is playable. Maybe. I just think I'll take the Scald for the sideboard to just randomly beat the blue decks, since I don't think we're going to be that aggressive, and having a 2/1 that just dies to our own Fire Ants is not exactly what we want. Fire Ants can just make combat really difficult for a lot of people, which is why I like it. You don't want to have like multiples or anything, which is important. And here, nothing too impressive. I think I'll just take the creature. I don't really want to play it because it's not that good, but again, just picking up cards. This format is not very deep, so we have to expect not to get many playables this late in the pack. Here, I guess I'll just take the 3/2. Not super impressive, but I'll just take it. Again, I kind of want to have cards that work well with the Symbiosis if we do end up in green. And having a 3/2 is not bad. This is basically becomes what, a 4/1 if it blocks or becomes blocked. It's not bad. It beats most things in combat. We're gonna go ahead and take whatever is showing up. Maybe. There it is. Reflexes, Unworthy Dead. I'll take the Unworthy Dead in case we end up in black. I'll take the Congregate because Congregate is actually playable over the 2 bad red creatures that we can always pick up different red creatures. Let's put that to the sideboard. Giving attacking creatures first strike might be okay with just like random 4/1s and 3/2s. And Enchanted Land is an island. Thank you. Okay, so let's see if we can open up or get past some good green cards, or more red cards. That'd be fine. Again, green and black are pretty good. Opening money is also not a bad thing. I won't complain about that. It might help more of these episodes or these bonus episodes to come out. Now, the only color that we for sure want to be in is red, which is nice that we haven't completely committed to a second color, so we can keep our eyes open for any very powerful cards and take them. We do want to figure out our second color pretty fast, though. This format really punishes you for not being ready or not being committed into colors and the correct colors at the right time. So if you spend too long dancing around trying to figure out what your second color is, you lose too many powerful picks. So not something you want to have. So let's see, what do we have? We have no more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. You can already see the Rancor is what I want to take. Yavimaya Worm, Rancor, very good. Parch is also quite strong, but Rancor is better. I almost never pass Rancor because it's way too good. It just turns all of our little dorky creatures into insane creatures. Sustainer of the Realm, also very good. Expendable Troops, very powerful as well. But I'm just going to summon the Rancor, be super happy I get to pick that up, and hope to pick up more, since Rancor is a common in Urza's Legacy. Let's take a look. Hidden Gibbons. When an opponent casts an instant spell, it becomes a 4/4. Yeah. There's Tinker, which I don't think it's worth anything. There's Wing Snare, there's Granite Grip, or there's, well, Rancor. I will not say no to Rancor because it's so good. You just stick it on any dorky creature and you're like, Hargle Blargle, I just keep attacking. And guess what? My Rancor comes back. So yeah, we have Rancor. Rancor, good. Yes, yes. Want to pick up some decent green creatures now. But now we're at the point where we just want to pick up some creatures just to follow up all of the Rancor, Symbiosis, and that sort of things that we have. But basically, Rancor is so good. I love this card. Perhaps a little bit more than I should, but it's so good. I think the guy to my right is going to be sad he doesn't get any. So here we have Gang of Elk is very good. We have SWAT is quite good. Radiance Judgment is quite good. I don't think we're in either of those colors. You may search your library for basic land. No, I think Gang of Elk is just so insanely powerful. It's one of the biggest creatures in the format. It's so hard for creatures for people to deal with it. It's just a giant creature that if they block it, it's like it's a 7/6, and 7/6 is just so big. You slap a Rancor on it, and then they're just sad. Yeah, I think the guy to my right tried to cut green, and we're gonna make him a sad panda in this pack, and we're gonna jump back into red in the third pack. That seems like a good way to do it, at least. But green has been so good this pack, so I think the guy to our right probably is a little bit upset that we're doing this, but too bad, so sad, friend. Oh, snap. Okay, I have new product. Cool. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, Gitu Slinger. Probably one of the better red commons. Definitely going to take it. Damping Engine's not that good. Nothing else is good. Gitu Slinger is very strong. It's mini Flametone Kavu because it's a 2/2 that comes into play that deals 2 damage, which kills a lot of things in this format. Yep, definitely pretty strong so far. I like what we're looking like. The green-red deck is certainly a very potent one I've found from my experience drafting this format. And let's see. It made the whoosh noise while I had it paused, so it should be coming. There it is. Nothing here that's too insane. I think I'm just going to take a Defender of Chaos. It's just a 2/1 flash pro white. It's no Radiance Judgment, that's for certain. And Bloated Toad is okay. I could take Bloated Toad actually. Just a 2/2 pro blue that can cycle. It might be a little bit better than Defender of Chaos. I think I'm just going to take the Bloated Toad. Again, it's just another creature with slap a Rancor on. Let's see. Goblin Medics is a 1/1 that whenever it becomes tapped, deals 1 damage. Key to Encampment can become a 2/1 red warrior with First Strike. That's actually not that bad. The First Strike is probably more relevant than Goblin Medics. Yeah, I'll take that. Tiki Gnomes deals 1 damage to creature player. Yeah, I'll take the Key to Encampment. It also taps for red, which is nice. So the turn that we lose for tapping it is actually not that bad, considering we can always leave up a 2/1 First Striker, which can be pretty powerful. Let's see. So far, I think we're in a very good position. I think we've read the signals pretty well. I don't really want another key 2 encampment. Let's see. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep deals X. No, that's pretty bad. Creatures you control have first strike. That card seems like it can be potentially busted. I'm just gonna hate this Knighthood card because I have the odd feeling that this can be randomly insane in this format. Even though it seems pretty terrible, you're just like, oh, it doesn't do anything. See, so whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, destroy all auras. I think I'm just going to take that. It's also a nice 2/4. It's a decent body. There's still Cloud of Fairies and Snap, and Vishano Bay is not that bad. It's a 4/3 that if it attacks, all creatures you control attack. Which isn't that bad. So it's either a 2/4/4 or a 4/3. I think I'm just going to take the 2/4. It seems a little bit safer. And if you slap a Rancor 4/4 trample, that can destroy all the auras that opponents have. Their creatures can be pretty nice. So nothing here. Let's see. Can't block and fire breathing, or expendable troops, or all damage to be dealt to enchanted creatures dealt to you. I'm just gonna take this bloated toad. This one's gonna go to the sideboard. Can certainly come in against the blue decks. It's not super impressive, of course, but since when are cards in this format super impressive, except for Rancor? I'm gonna hate this erase because Rancor. Don't want people erasing my Rancor. So far, so good. This seems like a decent enough deck. Hopefully, we can round it out with the last couple picks. Target creature against Forest Rock. I'm going to take SWAT. SWAT is really good. I'm not sure why it wasn't picked, since it's good. But I will be happy to take that away, because all it does is hit my creatures that I'm trying to slap Rancors on. Nothing here I really want. I guess I'll put the Ski 2 Warcry in the sideboard just to cut the red signal. At this point, there's nothing that important. I hate this erase. And Sleeper's Guile can also go away. Just don't want to randomly lose to it. And Silknet, random combat trick. It's actually not that bad. It's somewhat playable. Ooh, wow. Well, sometimes you want to open the actual best limited card. Come on. Masticore. I would like to reserve it so I can talk about the other cards in the pack, so I can not pick them. So Masticore is insane. It is really, really, really good. So you take it and you crush people with it. Scent of Cinder is also strong for us. I'm not going to take it because I'm going to take Masticore. Because if you've never played with Masticore, it's insane. I'm so happy I got it. So no green cards. Fodder Cannon's okay if you have a bunch of creatures. Marker Beetles is playable. We don't want to cast it because it's double green. Goblin Gardener is not playable. So it's either Fodder Cannon or Marker Beetles. I don't think I have quite enough creatures because I only have 12 creatures. I think I'm just going to have to take this Marker Beetles and be okay with it, I suppose. And here we have nothing really good. Scent of Ivy is not that good. Ravenous Rats is. Goblin Masons is completely unplayable. It's just a 2/1 for 2. I might just have to play a 2/1 for 2 since there's nothing else here. Yeah. I'm just going to have to take it. Not exactly what I wanted at this point. Every upkeep you may put a growth counter on momentum. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Nah. Storage Matrix. No. Keldon Vandals. Trumpet Blast. Caption Knight is quite good. Elvish Lookout. That you can't equip Rancor to it because it has Shroud and not Hexproof. Goliath Beetle's okay, but we don't want something that dies to our own Fire Ants. I think I'm still going to take it, though. Just because there's really nothing I really want here, and I just want a creature. So, I take this Goliath Beetle. Again, not the best pickup by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, Goblin Berserker. Goblin Berserker is very good. It goes very well with our Rancors. It's certainly the best card in the pack. Hulking Ogre is actually not bad either. So, but we're gonna take this Berserker. And that's pretty nice. My dice return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand. A 3/3 that can't block. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this Hulking Ogre. Just slap a Rancor on it and attack for 5 every turn. Doesn't seem bad at all. Currently, we have 22 cards in the main deck, so it's not that good. Scent of Cinder, there we go. Definitely what I want to pick up. Since we are base red, I would like to pick up another Scent of Cinder if that first one tables. It's not that good in the late game, but in the early game, it can really just be like, oh, shoot your guy for 4. And that's very good for just 2 mana. For those of you that don't know exactly what it does, it's reveal any number of red cards. It deals X damage, where X is the number of cards revealed in this way. So, certainly something to keep in mind. It is a sorcery, so not an instant, but that's fine. Again, we have Masticore. Masticore is really, really, really good. Let's see what shows up. Nothing insane. Like Incendiary is not that good, right? You put X, yeah, at the beginning of your upkeep, you put a counter on it. I could take Flame Jet or another Hulking Ogre. I think I'm just gonna take another Hulking Ogre. Have my 18 creatures now, and now if we can upgrade, that'd be great. But if not, it's fine. So we didn't table it. Enchanted creature has haste. At the beginning of the end step, return it to its owner's hand. So that's for red. I think I'm just going to take this 1/1 Mountain Walk for 1 and play it over the Beetle. And currently I have to cut 1 more card, so I probably will just cut that guy too. He'll come in against other red decks, but so basically all we want to do is just cast Masticore and have regenerate mana up. Come on. Magic Online is not a happy panda. I'm gonna hate this Illuminated Wings since it's actually rather annoying to play against. Destroy all enchant. I guess I'll hate this 1/1 Fear guy. It's not that important. I'll put this Keldon Marauders in our sideboard in case we need to destroy it. I'll put a Flame Jet in the sideboard as well. Actually, I might run Flame Jet over Marker Beetles since we don't have double green that consistently. Didn't matter what I picked. Creatures pro black red. Move to sideboard. Okay, this doesn't seem like a bad deck at all. It has Masticore, has 2 Rancors. That's kind of the deck. Apart from that, like I'm tempted to play Silknet, but I just want to have enough creatures, so I'm just gonna leave this as it is. not that impressive creatures wise, but that's to be expected. Hopefully our goal is just to slap Rancor on stuff and smash face and then follow up with Masticore. I want to play slightly more than 4 forests. I would like to play 6. Actually, I can go 9-7. We don't have that much double red, and we do have a Gitu encampment too. And we want, if we draw Rancor, we want to definitely be able to cast it. So that's why I'm going a little bit heavier on the green. Again, no double red except for Fault Line and Visano Sand Swimmer, so, and Thundering Ogre, but by that point we'll probably have double red. So I think this seems good. I'll see you guys in round